Hey folks, Wally DM here, and today we're going to take a look at a logic puzzle that you could use to distribute some treasure in your D&D game. Now this puzzle idea comes to us from an indie strategy game called Blueprints. Now the demo is currently available with a full release of this game coming sometime in 2025. In the Parlor room there is a puzzle that involves 3 treasure chests or 3 boxes, and every time that you visit this Parlor room the puzzle is entirely different. So in today's video we're going to take a look at 2 of those different variations of the puzzle. Now if you'd like to see this puzzle in written form along with some tips and tricks and some discussion, you can find all of that information over in the puzzle room in the Wally DM Discord. And in fact our puzzle room now has over 50 different written puzzles that you can use in your game. Be sure to come over and join us. Now let's get started with this puzzle that we're going to call 2 empty boxes. In today's video we're going to take a look at 2 different versions of the puzzle, and in each version the only thing that is going to be different are going to be the clues or the messages that are on top of these 3 colored boxes or treasure chests. Now in version 1 our characters are going to enter a room that contains 3 boxes, 1 blue, 1 white, and 1 black, and there's going to be a pedestal or a desk that has a note on top of it along with a key. Now if the characters were to take a look at the note, it reads as follows: there will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. Only 1 box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Now before we go over each clue that is engraved on top of the 3 boxes, I want to make a few slight adjustments to convert this from the Blueprints puzzle game over to Dungeons and Dragons. Now if I were to run this puzzle, I would consider that all of the boxes along with the key are magical. All of the boxes are going to weigh the same and they are going to be magically sealed by a 46th level wizard. Now the only way to properly open one of these boxes is with the key. And as we already know, 2 of these boxes are going to be empty and one of them is going to contain a treasure of your choosing. This could be some type of an item, some information, or treasure. I'm going to go with a box of gems. Now if any of these boxes are forced open without using the proper key, then whatever treasure was within is going to vanish and it's not going to be able to be obtained. Now this key can only be used once, so if the characters do have an incorrect guess, then again whatever treasure is in one of these boxes is also going to vanish. But of course that is how I'm going to run this puzzle, so if you have other ideas of how you would run this in your game, be sure to leave a comment below. Now getting back to our puzzle, engraved on top of each of these boxes is a clue to be able to solve it. Starting with the blue box, there is a message engraved on top of it that says there are 3 boxes in this room. On top of the white box is a message that says 2 boxes in this room are empty. And then on top of the 3rd box is a message that says this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. So our characters now have all of the information that they need to be able to open a box and receive a treasure. They have the note that's on the pedestal, the key that opens one of the boxes, and the clues on top of each of the 3 boxes. With all of the information that's been provided, do you know how to solve the puzzle? I'll give you a second if you'd like to figure it out. Did you get it? Great! Let's go over the answer. So again, this is a logic puzzle, so we need to go back to our note and compare them to the clues that are on top of the 3 boxes. We know that one of these boxes has a true statement and one of them has a false statement. That means that the 3rd one could be true, could be false, or it could be indecisive. We also know that 2 of these are empty and one of them contains treasure. So let's decipher our clues on top of the boxes one by one, starting with the blue box. This one says that there are 3 boxes in this room. That is correct. We have the blue, the white, and the black. So this blue box is giving a true statement. Now the white box says 2 boxes in this room are empty. That is also true because we've seen on the note here that says that one of the boxes has a prize within and the other 2 are always empty. So the blue box is true and the white box is true. And since both the blue and the white box are true statements, that must mean that the black box is false. And this one has a message that reads, this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. So if this is false, then that means that the black box is not empty. So if our characters were to open the black box using the key, they're going to get the gems inside. So let's try another logic puzzle. Everything is the same with a note saying that there will be 1 true statement, there will be 1 false statement, and 2 of the boxes in this room are empty. Once again, this key can only be used once, and these boxes cannot be forced open. If they do, whatever treasure is inside is going to vanish. Now in version 2, the engravings on top of each of these 3 boxes are different. Let's start with the blue one. This message says, "The gems are not in the white box." The white box says, "The gems are not in this box." And the black box says, "The gems are in this box." So with the clues that have been provided, do you know how to solve the puzzle? I'll give you a second if you'd like to figure it out. Did you get it? Great. Let's go over the answer. So in order to solve this puzzle, again, we need to refer our note and remember that one of the statements on these boxes are true, one of these statements are false, and 2 of the boxes in this room are empty. Now in this version of the puzzle, it's going to be best to consider if the treasure or the gems are actually in each of the boxes and work from there. Let's start with the black box this time. So if we take a look at the message on the black box, it says that the gems are in this box. So if this is true and the gems are in this box, then the message on the white box says the gems are not in this box. That would also be true. And then the blue box says the gems are not in the white box. That is also true. So that's going to fail because all 3 messages would be true if the gems or the treasures in the black box. Taking a look at the white box, this message says the gems are not in this box. But if the gems are in there, then that would be false. If we take a look at the blue box, it says the gems are not in the white box. But if they are in there, that would also be false. And the black one says the gems are in this box. But if they're in the white one, then that is also going to be false. So that's going to be false, false, and false. So the answer to the puzzle is actually going to be the blue box. Now taking a look at what is written on top of that, it says the gems are not in the white box. Assuming that they're in the blue one, then this is going to be true. The gems are not in the white box. And then the white box is going to say the gems are not in this box. That is also going to be true because they are going to be in the blue one. And then the black box says the gems are in this box. Again, assuming the gems are in the blue one, this is going to mean that the black one is false. And now that we have at least 1 true and 1 false, that's going to fulfill the requirements of the letter. And if the characters were to open the blue box, they're going to find the shiny gems or treasure that's inside. And there we go. We get 2 blue gems. And the puzzle is solved. So that is 2 different versions of the 2 empty boxes puzzle that you can find in the Blueprints game available on Steam. Now I am definitely curious, would you be interested in seeing me play this game on my channel when the full release is available? Be sure to leave a comment below. And that's all I have for you today. What did you think of this puzzle? Is this something that you could use in your game? And if so, what would you do differently? Be sure to leave a comment below and let's get a conversation started. Thank you very much for watching, and on to the next.